Howdy, everybody. My name is Johnny Grettler. I am joined by Jack Dawkins and James Grace, and together we will be talking about the power of expertise in influencer marketing. Now, influencer marketing, especially in recent years, has been proven to be wildly successful. For example, Logan Paul, who is a popular influencer and wrestler, has created and promoted the Prime brand of energy drinks, which have been very, very popular amongst athletes and student athletes, especially. And many other influencers have promoted different products to large degrees of success. But for this experiment, we want to examine how much the influencer's expertise of a product plays into the marketing. So, for this experiment, we want to examine how an influencer marketing and promoting a product outside of their general area of expertise will affect consumer behavior. Now, as I've said before, consumers generally respond very well to influencer marketing. However, most of the time, this is a case when an influencer is promoting a product that is in their general field of expertise, for example, such as Logan Paul with his Prime energy drinks. And for this experiment, we can predict that consumers might not respond as well to influencers who are promoting a product outside of their expertise. They might express some distrust in the influencer. They might they might display some distrust in the product being promoted as well. And this is an important experiment to conduct for economic significance for products who are looking to promote themselves. Who should they hire? Should they hire just the most popular influencer, regardless of who they are? Or should they hire somebody who has some more expertise and more knowledge in that field? And for this experiment specifically, we will be using advertisements for smart home technology, as that has been something that has showed an increase in demand, especially in more recent years as well.
This is the first slide of our related literature. These sources allow us to create a better idea and understanding of the experiment in question. These research papers provide valuable insights into the dynamics of influencer marketing, expertise alignment, and consumer behavior, offering a theoretical framework and empirical evidence that can inform the design and interpretation of experiments in this domain.
The product that we will be using in our experiment is smart home technology. And for the basic setups, we'll be using two groups, A and B. Group A will be shown advertisements for a product that is promoted by an influencer of that field. In Group B will be shown advertisements for the same product, but promoted by a general lifestyle influencer. The groups will consist of a diverse range of ages, races, and genders.
So for this experiment, we'll be using a between subjects design, with the treatment being the type of influencer that each group gets, with Group A, the control group, receiving smart home technology advertisements from technology influencers who are knowledgeable in technology, and Group B, the experimental group, receiving the same type of ads from simply just general lifestyle influencers. The two biggest outcome variables we will examine are purchase intention and trust in the influencer. And we will have consumers rate products on a scale of their likelihood to purchase, with anchors at extremely unlikely to purchase or extremely likely to purchase, with some options in between. And as well, for influencer trust, we'll have them rate on a very similar scale, with anchors at I strongly disagree with this influencer, or I strongly agree with this influencer. We will also run independent samples t-tests between these two means of the two groups to determine if there is statistical significance, and we will use alpha at 0.05. And we have four different hypotheses based on these two outcome variables, with H1 and H2 relating to purchase intent. H1, we predict that Group A will exhibit higher purchase intent than Group B generally. In H2, we say that the difference in purchase intents between the two groups will be statistically significant. And we will calculate this by running independent samples t-tests to compare the mean purchase intent scores between these two groups And we have the source credibility theory stating that consumers are more likely to trust endorsers that they view as credible and knowledgeable, which we have predicted since the beginning of this experiment. And hypothesis 3 and 4 relate to trust in the influencer. With H3, we say that group A will have higher trust in an influencer than group B. This is because group A will be exposed to advertisements promoted by influencers who are fluent in technology, knowledgeable in technology. And H4, we say that the difference in trust levels between these groups will also be statistically significant. And we have the elaboration likelihood model, or ELM, which says that when consumers are to be met with a promoter and an influencer who is within their expertise, they will process more elaborately, leading to increased trust. The ELM basically says that when a consumer has to process more, they are more likely to trust this influencer.
In order to analyze the economic significance of our experiment, upon the conclusion of the experiment, we will be taking data from the control groups about their browsing and purchasing habits. If we find that revenue and traffic is elevated in one of these groups, then a result can be determined about the effectiveness of our hypothesis and experiment.
The hypothesis we came up with predicts that when influencers and other celebrities promote a product outside their field of expertise, consumers will be more hesitant and reluctant to engage with the product in question. This may be the case as due to perceived ignorance of the promoter's knowledge of the product's intended use. Individuals who are searching for specific products may not see those who are promoting them as a credible source of information when creating a decision. In short, influencers who promote a product outside their expertise will make consumers become more reluctant to purchase the said product. By examining a sample size of 30 people with 15 individuals in each group, we would begin to analyze the groups through running individual sample t-tests to compare the means of the groups on their output variable. Their output variable being the attitudes towards product engagement, and their purchase intent. We would also run a chi-square test of independence by observing and determining if there is a significant association between the two variables from the groups. We expect Group B will be shown advertisements via influencers who have less product engagement than Group A. This would be the expected result, as these influencers would cause more harm than help due to their lack of expertise in smart home technologies. Even with social media influencers having tremendous outreach on their audience, the intended audience of smart home technology consumers may not subscribe to them and not follow a trend built up by the promoter. This would cause a shift amongst those who are actually looking for a specific product and those who the promoter is already relevant to, causing those who are unfamiliar with the influencer to be more resistant to the advertisements.